Some Toronto daycare operators claim they're struggling to stay afloat. We take a look at the latest issues in the rollout of the $10 a day childcare program.
Like, we shouldn't have to be advocating for funding for a program that we were told basically that we absolutely had to enroll in.
Amy O'Neill runs Treetop Children's Centre in Midtown Toronto, one of 693 nonprofit locations in the city that are currently in the national $10 a day childcare program. She tells me operators are struggling under the province's new cost-based funding formula.
When we found out what our funding allocation was, we realized that we can't even meet our budgetary considerations because it's 25% less than what's needed to run a high quality program. We're actually using our reserves to basically subsidize a government run program.
At this rate, O'Neill says her facility could stay afloat for maybe 2 years and would then be forced to shut down without adequate funding.
So is this a unique situation to your facility?
No, this is not a sort of a treetop phenomena. There are many operators that are in the same situation.
Could we see mass closures?
Yes, absolutely. The government and the city really need to step up and provide us more clarity on how they're coming up with these numbers. So, for example, they used 2023 numbers to give us our 2025 allocation, right? But the new formula doesn't account for inflation.
The City of Toronto tells us it's closely monitoring the impact of the new funding formula and is committed to making it a smooth transition. And the Minister of Education is defending the changes, telling us the new model was created with extensive sector consultations. The statement goes on to say, for this national program to fully succeed, the federal government will need to provide more funding and flexibility to support the parents and operators of our province. Quality care is only fair. Back in the fall, dozens of for-profit daycare operators took their concerns about the new funding formula to Queen's Park. 7 commercial sites in Toronto eventually opted out of the program before the changes kicked in January 1st. They now receive no provincial funding, and in some cases, fees have skyrocketed to $2,100 a month for preschool.
I think operators are discussing, what sort of impact this election will have on childcare and on CWELC. We really need the province to hear that we need more money to be sustainable for this program.
O'Neill says her daycare alone has 200 kids on the wait list, and without better funding, they can't expand or create new spaces. Shauna Hunt, City News.